How the players-only meeting go yesterday?
So we didn't have it. It was really like that. When I was talking about it, was more of just because we had a short week coming up, and most of the time we do it on Thursday. It's something we do weekly anyway. It's have our players-only meeting. So it was really just an idea in my brain to maybe have it earlier in the week just because we traveled on Thursday.
But see, Daniel and Nolan seem to think that you guys did have a meeting and you guys sure shared what you want to talk about.
I mean, that's something like within the locker room we'll do, but it wasn't like a formal thing. Like everybody sat down in one area and like had a meeting. It was just like, we're talking amongst the leaders in each position group about, what we see moving forward and how to keep, the team energized and going.
Malik, how are you feeling to travel out west?
It's going to be fun. I've been out there one time before for Elite 11. It was a good time, a good experience. The weather should be nice, so it'll be really fun.
With that long travel, the time change, I mean, teams that have, since the Big Ten's expanded, teams going from the West Coast to the East Coast and then East Coast to the West are 8-20 on the road. So how do you, manage that long travel, the time change, all that?
Yeah, we just, bank our sleep early. So Coach did a great job of getting us in early today so that we can, get to bed early tonight and kind of catch up on some extra sleep so that when we get over there and the time change happens, we kind of got some sleep already banked.
Was it an earlier practice today?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
was?
we went a little bit earlier today,
Okay,
because we on fall break, we don't have school or anything like
right.
that, so it was a little early.
What have some of the older guys kind of taught you about just kind of prepping for, a cross-country game? I know you said you had Elite 11, but just prepping for, I guess, the first college game instead.
Yeah, just making sure I get all my stuff together as soon as possible. So packing and all that stuff, getting my tickets and stuff straight tonight, making sure that, I don't have to worry about anything. As soon as we're about to travel, I can kind of sit back and relax and be ready to go on the plane.
Sure. Anything kind of jump out about, UCLA's defense or pass defense in specific?
Oh, yeah, they play fast. They stick to their rules. They're a sound team, and they're going to go out there and do what they do.
So Jalil had 14 targets against Washington. That went all the way down to 2 against Nebraska. Didn't feel he was on the field as much. Was that just sort of a decision in the moment, or was that sort of scheming, knowing what Nebraska was going to be playing and handing you guys out there?
We have a lot of great players that can make a lot of plays, and it just happened that that game wasn't Jalil's game. Like you said, he had 14 the game before that, and this past game, like more people had different opportunities with the ball because we have so many amazing players that can make great plays with the ball in their hand.
It was Caleb Webb who got a lot of those extra snaps. Can you talk to what he has meant to this team as that wide receiver before coming in, getting some big plays?
Yeah, he's done an amazing job. Whenever we ask him, to make a play, he's always there to make it. It doesn't matter how many snaps he's got in the game. Like, he'll go out there and make the play that we ask him. He knows what he's doing, and he plays really hard with a lot of effort.
Malik, you talked about running more. We saw that last week. Is that something you want to continue to build upon?
Yeah, most definitely. I think it just adds another aspect to our offense that teams will have to account for.
And just with the offense overall, where are you kind of looking to see the most improvement?
Really just playing cleanly. I think that's something we've done, each game kind of getting better and better at it, just continue to play clean and take care of the ball and, run the ball well and things like that that'll help us in the long run.
Malik, is this the first time you've ever had back-to-back losses in your career?
Yeah, since youth. Yeah.
So with that in mind then, how do you try to prevent frustration from sort of seeping in?
We just stick to what we know, right? Like we put in a lot of work, and sometimes the cards don't go your way. That's just a part of the game and how it goes. Of course, there's each play where you can find something to nitpick and improve on, but at the end of the day, sometimes you feel like you may deserve something, but you don't get it in that moment, and it just prepares you for later on down the line.
Is there a sense that this game is important, not only just to get off the losing streak, but maybe just overall welfare and health of the program?
Yeah, I think every game is just like that. You know what I mean? Nobody's upset. I mean, nobody's happy after a loss, right? And everybody's upset after. Everybody's upset after a loss. But just moving forward, you just want to look ahead and keep going to the next game.
And then, getting the opportunity to play at the Rose Bowl, one of the most historic stadiums in the country. How do you balance, the allure of that when, obviously every game's, game's a game, but how do you balance that with, with trying to stay focused on task at hand?
We do a thing when we first get to a place, we'll walk around the stadium, so I think that'll be my moment to kind of take it in and, see the sights and all that stuff, and then after that, it's just like playing on the concrete, like we're just out there playing football. Cool. Thank you.
Thanks, Malik.
Thanks, Malik.
Did you guys go this way or this way?